is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another Wednesday. Well, I just want to welcome you, my online family and friends. Welcome again to the Sansu Show. Well, a courtesy of PHLB Radio. Viva Las Vegas! Well, I'm so excited because you know why? We're going to learn a lot today. And my country today is Ghana. You know, um, we're going to learn a little bit about Ghana today. And I hope that what we're ever going to talk, our conversation today, you learn something from it. It's a pretty deep. We're going to go deep, deep, deep a little bit today, or good morning, wherever you are. So welcome again, my online friends and family. Well, let me tell you something about Ghana. Ghana is one of the African countries. It's a popular tourist destination in West Africa, offering something for every kind of traveler. But its cosmopolitan capital to historic cities steeped in Ashanti culture. The country is known for its urban flair, while its parks and game reserves are filled with exotic wildlife. Ooh, exotic. I like that word. Secluded beaches on the coast are resorts that serve as a reminder of Ghana's tragic role in the slave trade. Ghana is one of the region's wealthiest and most stable countries. The capital of Ghana is Accra, located in the country's southern shore. According to July 2016 estimates by the CIA World Factbook, Ghana has a population of almost 27 million people. Good Lord. Akan is the largest group, accounting for approximately half of the total population. English is their official language, which is surprising. In Africa, I thought, like France or British. Well, I guess mine be British English and Anglo-French in Ghana. However, around 80 indigenous languages are spoken. Wow, this is almost like the Philippines. A lot of indigenous languages, with Akan dialects like Asante and Pante being the most widely used. Christianity, which is just something that I kind of learned, because if you always talk about Africa, you always think about the Muslim religion, but I'm surprised. Christianity is the most popular religion in Ghana, account, accounting for 71% of the population. Just over 17% of Ghanaians identify as Muslim. Wow, that's really shocking. You learned something. Okay. Now, the climate, as you know, Africa is known for being a hot continent, right? So, Ghana has a tropical climate with hot weather all year round. Although temperatures vary slightly according to geographical region, you can expect daily averages of around 85 degrees. Good Lord, 85 degrees. Wow. The wet season generally lasts from May to September, although in the south of the country there are two rainy seasons, March to June and September to November. I guess right now is rainy season over there. Maybe it is a good time because, never mind. If you like hot, then I guess you go before September. Where to go? Now, this is one thing. The best time to visit Ghana is during the dry season, October to April. I think that's the best way if you really want to see wildlife, or experience wildlife. I think it's best to experience it in the dry season. When precipitation is limited, humidity is at its lowest, and there are fewer mosquitoes. Oh, wow. The mosquitoes is not a good friend. So yeah. So I guess October to April is a good time not to have a lot of mosquitoes around you. And paved roads are usually in good condition during this time. So remember, guys, if you want to visit Ghana, please around October to April. There's a little tip there. But if you want rainy season, go September. Okay, Cape Coast and Elmina castles, the whitewashed castles at Cape Coast and Elmina are the most impressive of Ghana's remaining slave port. We're going to talk about that. Built in the 17th and 15th centuries, both served as holding stations for African slaves en route to Europe and the Americas. Oh, but Accra built up a reputation as one of the safest capital cities in West Africa. Accra is the bustling, which is the capital of Ghana, metropolis known as much for its traditional culture, as is for the music scene, restaurants, and nightclubs. I guess Accra is the best place to get if you're gonna go to Ghana. Kakul National Park, located in Sardin, Ghana, Kakum National Park offers visitors the chance to explore unspoiled tropical rainforests filled with fascinating animals. So if you really see animals, that's the best place to go. Okay. So Mole National Park, Ghana's largest national park, is the top safari destination. Oh, so if you really want a safari, I think Ghana is your target for wildlife lovers, home to elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rare roe antelope. Okay? But this is one thing though. Before you go to Ghana, just remember this. Yellow fever vaccination is required. So please don't forget to take that before traveling to Ghana. Anti-malaria and vaccines for hepatitis A and typhoid are strongly recommended. Okay, so just remember you have your vaccination complete before you travel there, because as I said, the mosquitoes and everything else around you is not safe. Okay, so now let's go about the food. We're gonna end about talking about Ghana, about the food, because I can't wait to introduce to you the person that I'm going to talk about Ghana and to have a conversation about Ghana, because she just went there. She went there and she experienced what it's all about. Okay, so one of our favorite food from Ghana is peanut ground nut butter soup. I think they like soup. Soup is really one of the most famous dish in Ghana, made from peanut butter mixed with water, tomatoes, pepper, onions, ginger, and garlic, and cooked with meat or seafood. And there are two variants of this soup, one from the south and one from the north of the country. Southerners grow fresh okra. Oh, they do love okra, which they use for making this soup, while northern grows dry okra due to the dry climate there. Okra is a vegetable that contains in the US. But anyway, so now you learn so much about Ghana and about the food. I can't wait, I'm gonna try that recipe, about the soup with the crab and everything. It sounds delicious. Next time I'm gonna prepare it, I'm gonna show it to you guys. I don't know about you can taste it, but I can show it to you. So now that I give you a little bit about what it's all about, let me introduce to you my special guest. I've known her for a very long time. She's an amazing woman. She's actually I can't talk so much about her because she will tell us what she has done so far, why she ended up in Ghana. So please help me welcome Bonnie Louisa Ball Mendoza. Hi, Di.
Hi, Inday. Good evening. Oh my God.
How you doing?
Good evening. I'm a little under the weather lang ba? Kay the weather has changed and, with my underlying condition, post-COVID syndrome, severe extreme fatigue. So I'm going through that right now. But I can never say no to you. Bahalag magkayamukat. Whatever in just Ray. It's all right.
Well, thank you
Almost.
so much. That even though you're under the weather, and I know I feel bad because I mean I know I didn't force you, but you're
No, you
just so
didn't.
nice.
Of course not. Of course not.
I hope you feel better though, because really, I can't wait for you to share what you've experienced in Ghana. I mean, it's unbelievable. And first thing, tell us why you end up in Ghana.
But before I do that, I would like to make mention na, my God, you're like looking like Ghana queen. Look at that with all the colors and the head wrap. My God, Day Aquaba, hello. Aquaba means
Hello.
hello in Ghana. Aquaba. Um, and good evening sa iyong mga manonood, to all that's viewing right now, and hopefully later on, if they didn't have the time or they didn't get the memo about this um, uh, live podcast of yours tonight, they will do it later. So good evening po. Maraming salamat sa panonood, sa mga nanood at na manonood. Magandang gabi. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan taga Cebu kay Cebuana biyata representation. Yes, Dai. So, going to the question, why did I go to Ghana? I remember. Thank you so much, Dai. Kay you've documented my journey. Just before I left for Ghana, if any of you can remember or would care to visit, sa Sansu show, she also asked me to be her guest. It's such an honor to talk about it and what's been happening. Anyway. So I went to Ghana for a scholarship in school because I'm going to school right now, trying to finish my associate's degree in psychology. So that was one opportunity. It's a study abroad program. And fortunately for me, I'm one of those who got the scholarship, to study history in Ghana. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's why I'm so proud of you, Dai, because of the scholarship you end up in Ghana. You have to be smart to get that scholarship. And you have to
There's
be
other
really a
qualifications.
hardworking student.
Yes. Hardworking, yes. You really have to, because there's qualifications, there's requirements. So you have to put in the work to be able to be considered, So, like I said, I'm one of those lucky few. Well, we were not few. We were 22 scholars, and then mga 8 chaperones and educators, mga professors namin. So there was about 32 of us, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yes.
tonight we're gonna be seeing some of the videos that you brought to us so that we can experience a little bit of what you experienced when you were there, and also some pictures. And I can't wait to show it to our family, online family and friends out there. And before I say anything about it, I just want everyone to know, as you know, you started a student canteen when you were in the Philippines.
Yes.
I have to remind everyone that you were a very good singer. You were undisputed champion being a singer.
Way back in the day.
And that,
in the very long time of a day.
Yeah, so would you like to, by your experience in Ghana, what did you get out of it? What did you learn? I know you learned a lot, but can you share a little bit of what you learned when you were in Ghana Day?
Well, first and foremost, being a student, and then I represent two race. No, I'm half Black American and I'm half Filipino. But I was born and I was raised in the Philippines. So they do encourage. I go to Skyline College. It's a community college here in San Mateo County, and it's really one of the best community colleges, together with CSM, College of San Mateo, and Cañada College. Especially with me, I'm a non-traditional student, meaning I'm way past my age, say so to speak. But education, there's no age. You don't stop learning. Like I told you before, you don't stop reinventing yourself, especially after what happened, with COVID. The world changed in a split second, and then a lot of jobs was lost, a lot of work ended. so to
Mhm.
speak. So you really have to reinvent yourself. Education is continuous. It doesn't mean na natapos ka na, that's it. Because the world evolves, keeps evolving. So you need to
Mhm.
to learn. So I'm one of those na very pro education. So being of African descent, when the Ghana opportunity came about, of course we were encouraged. Okay, that's one of the things that's missing in the educational system here in the States, as we know. Na, the history of our ancestors were never really told right, or um, they don't talk about it. It's not
Mhm.
included in the curriculum, di ba? And
Yep.
we had to fight for that. So to be given this opportunity to be able to really know what transpired
Mhm.
during those times, it is an honor. It is a great
Mhm.
honor because, like, um, I share this feeling. I actually heard it from um, some educators and some people who really believed in knowing your history and who you are. Um,
Mhm.
you don't let
And
nobody. Yes, Dai.
yeah, go ahead, Maria. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's okay. You don't let nobody tell your story. You tell
Mhm.
your story. It's almost like you're Filipino and then you let this is just an example. You're Filipino and then you let the Japanese talk about who you are. So that doesn't sound right. You have to
Mhm.
know who you are. You have to know
Yep.
what happened to your ancestors. What were their struggles? What were their accomplishments? What were their contributions in this world? So that's why it should be encouraged. So that was Skyline College has been sending scholars to different part of the world, parts of the
Mhm.
world, different cultures and all that. And Ghana, we were the first set of students that was sent to Ghana.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's why you're an inspiration to a lot of Filipino African, descent here in the U.S. The fact is, you're bringing us back history. You're bringing us back education, because
Uh-huh.
as you know, some states are trying to get rid of the books about history. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the moments that we really have to share that history makes it different for the younger generation to learn. As you said, where we came from, what our ancestors went through just to have these rights in this country. That struggle that they have in order to have all this freedom and all these
Uh-huh.
benefits of being an
Uh-huh.
American.
Uh-huh.
And because of them, we're enjoying all this freedom. From them to Dr. Martin Luther King and everyone in the civil rights movement.
Uh-huh.
It's so sad, as I said, that some books about history some states are trying to get rid of it. And it's sad because young
Uh-huh.
generation need to know,
Uh-huh.
because the older generation, by the time they're gone, then the history will be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thank
Yeah.
you, for bringing back education. And I think we can show one of the videos that you provided to us or that shared with us. So let me see if we can download one of the videos.
Mhm. Okay. It's all right.
Okay. We're waiting for that video.
It's okay. It's live, so bear with us because it's live. So I also want to
Yes,
point out,
but that's what happens when it's live.
of course, there you go.
There you go.
Mhm.
Oh, these are the pictures. Yeah, here you go.
We're kind of sticky.
now let's talk about that video, Dai. Okay, can you explain to us what happened to that video?
Well, that video was a compilation of the a compilation of the different things. I'm sorry about that. A compilation of the different places that we went to, and you know, you saw the students and the different uh, examples of their culture, from like the dress that I'm wearing, as you can see from the video. A tailor from Ghana made some fashion, you know, the clothes that they wear, the style that they wear. Maybe some of it are modernized, taken from, you know, how they dress. So I'm showing this now. So this is what, I'll stand up a little bit so you can see. So, you know, they're fond of bright colors and the style. So it's a dress. It's a very nice dress. I was meaning to send you, you know, the dress that I was trying to model, but maybe next uh, I know.
Of course, when we're really together, you know,
I
it's
know.
nice for them to see the whole body, the whole dress. And so that's the video that you just got there, right? When you just arrived in Ghana,
Well,
that's the
it
one
was a
that you just shared
compilation.
to us.
It's a video collage na it's just showcasing the different things that we did. A little bit, a snippet ba? A little bit of here and there, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
tells a story of uh, what we were there for, you know. And I just want to make mention na um, I would say a good percentage of scholars that went there were of
Mm-hmm.
African descent. But it wasn't. We were diverse. There were we were a lot of us were. I would say a good number of us were mixed. Some were black and Latina. Some were
Mm-hmm.
black and white American, and then me, Filipino and black. But there was also, we also had Chinese students, members of the community, um, so Indian, of Indian descent, you know, so not the American Indians, but
It was
only
really diverse, a very diverse group.
diverse, because the we also need to understand other cultures in order for us to understand
Mm-hmm.
uh, who they are and what they went through. So you also need to learn who are the Chinese people. What did they go through? You know, you have, so you have that level of understanding too. It's an education. Um, it's a learning process, not only for uh, the people that comes from the race. It's for
Mm-hmm.
everybody, so you know and understand each other. So that's why I love it. I love the
Yeah.
experience. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And thank you for actually for how do you call this? The fact is you gave me the wait a minute. Okay. You gave me actually the color. I'm
There are
sorry, but
95
that
calories in
oh my
one medium
god.
apple.
Oh my god, wait a minute. My phone died.
There is an
I don't know, I
apple.
turned it off.
There is an apple
But
in
I
whatever apple.
guess, you know, yeah, I turned it off, but I guess, you know, something happened that it turned on. But anyway, what I'm saying is thank you for giving me the color earlier. You know, the green and the yellow and the red. But those are the colors of Ghana, right? Those
That's
are the
their
color
flag.
of Ghana.
That is their
Yes.
flag in there. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, did you have a chance to like eat their food? Did you have a chance to
I
taste
did.
it?
I actually like fufu. You know that sticky rice
Mhm.
that they try to make into a ball,
Mhm.
and then dip it in the sauce. Diba, when they eat, when
Mhm.
Africans eat, that's the fufu,
Mhm.
and I love that. You know,
Mm.
it's made of grain. You know, um,
Yeah.
the only thing is they love spice.
They love
Talagang
what?
it's spicy food.
Oh, really?
They
But you know
do.
what? I think I tried one time the Ghana when I was in Germany. The way they cook their fried chicken is they don't put any batter on it, right? It's just a straight chicken fried,
I
and it's
I
not
I
so spicy.
really Unfortunately, sa aspect na yan, sa food, kasi
Mm-hmm.
nga, alam mo na, nagkakaedad tayo. Hindi tayo pwede
Mm-hmm.
sa maanghang na mga pagkain. So,
Mm-hmm.
parang, I love spicy food, pero hindi extreme, not extreme. I'm very like,
Uh-huh.
yung tolerance ko sa spicy foods is not,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, not very high. So,
Uh-huh.
hindi ko na-enjoy ang food. Hindi ko masyadong na-enjoy kasi there's always some type of if you eat their food, there's always some type of spiciness, no? May pepper. Mm-mm.
Oh, but they don't have it like mild. They have to be really, really spicy all the time.
Well, meron silang tinatawag na mild because I kept telling them na, oh, mild only. Pero yung level ng mild nila, medyo maano nga, high, no?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I kept saying mild, hindi nila naintindihan kasi the way that they say it, the word that they use is pepper free.
Mm-hmm.
So mild ako ng mild, yung pala, you just tell them pepper free. And then they know that you don't want pepper. Parang ganon. So you see, this is what you learn if you go to a different culture,
Yes.
because even the way they say it means the same. It's just
Yes.
it's just said in a different way. So like
Yes.
their rooms, you don't see a sign that says restroom. It says washroom.
Oh, washroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
Yes. Do they separate male and female or
they
the washroom?
meron silang ganon. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm.
They do. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
But I, okay, I know this is going to be out of your comfort zone, but when it comes to LGBTQ plus one, are they pretty open over there? Do you see type of lifestyle? Have you noticed anything? Because in Africa, well, I don't know, but some countries in Africa, they don't welcome that kind of community. So,
Well, we didn't really kind of delved into that, pero from what I heard, yes, they're very there's certain places in Africa, from what I have heard,
mhm,
na they're not comfortable with that yet.
mhm,
So that's why I guess you have to tone it down,
mhm,
in respect with their
yeah,
culture or their belief, because you're in their country after all. So you have to show respect. Yeah, in a way,
yes.
they're still not there. You know,
When it comes to
Although in
that.
Ghana, we didn't really we didn't really experience anything like that, adverse like that, and
Mhm.
um, we didn't touch that part in a like
Oh, okay.
in a deep way. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm.
this time we're going to show again another video,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
yeah, and then you can tell us what's going on in this video.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Hi. So now, Di, could you explain to us about that song?
Well, it was like a traditional song, and then the one that was singing it, he belongs to the parang musical theater that they do sing, and then they use their traditional instrument. So,
Huh?
from my understanding, it was a welcome song, because
Oh.
that was like our. I think that was the first night that we arrived.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they were wearing their uh, men men's get up.
Mhm.
They're very proud to wear because it's something that represents them.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. But one thing I noticed about that. No, actually, you taught me how to say welcome. Can you? I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Aquaba,
Aquaba.
aquaba,
No, aquaba.
aquaba. I was right.
You just
I
say
got it.
aquaba. Aquaba means
Oh, aquaba.
welcome. Yeah, yeah.
What other words did you learn besides aquaba?
Medasi. Medasi means thank you.
Oh,
And if you
that's.
say yes, and if you say yadasi, it's get together. Medasi is more parang individual ata, and then
Mhm.
yadasi is more maramihan. It's thank you. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Now I can tell it again. See another video that you
Right.
gave us that you shared to us.
Okay.
That's a hero song.
Okay, yeah, we can turn it off. Wow. Okay, Dino, tell us a little bit. What was that all about?
So the one that was singing, his name is we call him my God, King. We call him King for some reason, but his name is Mr. Frederick, and he was part of the group that brought us there, from here, and then they kind of merged and connected, so to for that purpose. So and I believe he's an educator too. A lot of them are pretty educated naman, and that song is more about talking about parang camaraderie of
Mhm.
Ghanaians, like because we traveled a lot in a bus kasi marami kami. So
Mhm.
we were kind of singing songs that everybody knows, parang ganon.
So you
Mhm.
learned that song? Did you learn that song
Yes,
yourself?
yes, yes.
Can you sing it?
Um Kamina mina waka waka kamina mina something. I know it's Ghana.
My God, I'm so proud of you, Dad. I mean, for you to learn a different, I call it dialect, right? They don't call it language. They have so many different. Do they call it
Mhm.
languages? Call it languages, right?
Well, I think if it's within the, if with, because they have a lot of dialect, so it's dialect. Language
So it's a
kasi
dialect.
represents the entire country or something like that.
Wow, wow. Okay, now this is a little kind of serious moment. Is got into the area where the slaves were actually detained and stuff like that. So let's see the
Mm-hmm.
next video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's downloading the video.
No
Um,
problem. Sige.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh, there you
okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Guy, go ahead and say something about what's going on in the video.
Okay, so they call that slave. How? Give me a second. I want to be very accurate. Ayoko yung mali, no? So I don't want to give wrong information. And if I do, forgive me. It's Asin Manso Slave River. It's the Asin Manso Slave River site. Na one of the that will really talk about the history of during the slavery time. So when they were when they were put in ships, remember when they were made to lay down in their shackles, no, yung shackles nila sa leeg, sa kamay, and then sa paa, in chains, and then almost naked, covered lang yung kanilang private parts, and then by foot. So when they arrived, because they were yanked out from different villages, and then they were brought to the slave river para, because remember, naglakad sila, so the heat, parang yung sa Bataan March ng Philippines, ba yun, tama ba ako? Yung they were made to walk, yung mga Japanese, no, the Filipino soldiers ba yun, na pinalakad sila. And then dahil masyadong mahaba, very tedious yung ginawa nila, and then mainit, and they didn't eat right, walang tubig, konti lang. So may mga, along the way, may mga nangamatay. Kasi some of them were older, or baka yung iba nga may sakit pa or something, they were frail, and they were just yanked out from where they lived, to be sold, So doon sila, yun ang dinaanan nila, because there was a river there. So, as nakita ninyo, may mga rivers na nagfo-flow doon. And very strong yung current, and we don't know kung how deep it was. So, obviously, there were a lot of them who died right there. And of course, because they were being prepared.
They were
Yeah. They were being prepared to be sold. So if they look at you and they see na hindi ka na pwedeng ibenta, lalamya ka, they will just shoot you right there.
Pinapatay na sila doon. If you're not strong enough, they're just gonna shoot you and kill you?
Mm-hmm. It's almost like, if you sell meat, sa palengke. Pag nakita mong medyo mukhang matanda na ito, or hindi na fresh looking or what, tinatapon na lang, right? They did the same thing. They were shooting them right there. Parang right there, wala nang maraming ek-ek kasi wala ka nang pakinabang, parang ganon. Who would want to buy a human how will I say it? You were traded.
A human.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were traded to for labor. You will be,
because you're
doing
too old,
a lot of
weak.
Yeah, heavy work. So kung wala ka ng pakinabang, hindi sila kikita sa'yo, because you were being sold. Remember that. You were treated like a merchandise. So
Wow.
the river, kaya nila dinala doon kasi doon nag-auction. So pinaliguan muna sila. There were pictures that I sent na meron silang mga drawings depicting that, na even in their shackles, or I don't know kung tinanggalan sila ng shackles while they were made to bath quickly para lang magmukhang fresh sila. And then after that, they were auctioned. Kung sinong may gusto, they were showcased. Kung sinong may gusto. So pagka-auction sa kanila at may bumili, they're branded. Binabrand sila, yung parang yung sa horseshoe na sa mainit tapos iba-brand ka. See, that's what I'm talking about. So that was when, I think, saan ba to? When they were brought to be prepared for that, para maibenta sila. And then after the branding, ayun na yon, yung meron na silang they're considered merchandise na meron na silang mga may meron nang nagmamay-ari sa kanila. That was the branding for. If you're branded, that means somebody owns you. So you're a slave of that family or of that.
How about this picture? What can you tell us about this picture?
I'm not seeing clearly what that is. Ano ba
This
yun?
like
Anong nakalagay? What
wild
is...
wilderness.
No, no, may pangalan sa ibabaw. What does it say? Kasi medyo may pagkalabuan man ang akong mata.
Mhm.
Anong nakalagay?
I guess it's probably the villages. You know that you took a picture of the villages.
Oh, that's the slave raiding. When they were raided, from their homes, from their villages, to be brought, to do the trail, the walking through the river. So inumpisahan mo na yon sa raid. They were raided.
Mhm.
Nananahimik sila. They got raided. So to be brought to be sold. So ganon. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So my God, Day. I mean, I'm not trying to cry because
it's
I'm just
horrific.
picturing the hardship, the terrific things that they experience, and the struggle, and my God, it's just unbelievable. I mean, just picture it. I mean, these are human beings. They're
Mm-hmm.
being traded and being
Right.
killed because they're weak and they're shackled and my God. Well, there was also a video that you're gonna show us.
Ayan,
This is.
welcome to Manso Slave River, and that's in Ghana. Kasi a lot of those historical events na leading to them being slaved or enslaved happened in Ghana. You know,
Mhm,
uh, as we all know, Africa is very rich in natural resources, and then in
mhm,
Ghana there's a place in Ghana, there's a city in Ghana, like you mentioned,
mhm,
Accra is their capital city. So we
mhm,
stayed there. Doon kami bumaba, doon din kami papauwi kasi nandun ang airport nila.
mhm,
But we had to go to different cities so we can learn about the history of the African Americans.
mhm.
No, not African Americans, but the Africans. And what do you call that?
Okay, that's why you were in Accra because Accra is the capital, right? And that's where all
Yes,
the
and
more
then
more
the airport is there.
metropolitan area.
Yeah, it's the capital. So parang malapit sa lahat, in terms
Mhm.
of something like that. It's closer to the
You have
airport. I mean,
restaurants and all that hotels. And
yes,
how's
yes.
the traffic over there? Did you notice anything about the traffic, the driving?
Um,
Is it as bad as the Philippines?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Pero you be surprised. We don't hear a lot of yung mga accidents. Wala kaming
Mhm,
naririnig na ganon. Although they are deprived in a lot of ways. They're very rich, and yet kasi nga um the British are controlling it.
mhm,
So they were supposed to be given their independence, pero
mhm.
they're still not totally
They're still
free.
not totally independent.
No,
That's right.
no, no.
Yeah. So
So
let's see another video that you shared to
sure.
us.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can. Just when you were in the cave, right? Oh, there's another one. And there's another song.
That's a distinct song, pero that's just showing um, they're very ano din, they're very um
This is when you were in the hotel, right?
no, that wasn't in the hotel. That's where we were doon kami kumain. That's where we were treated to
Oh, then
eat.
you had you
And
had the
and
food.
and did our meetings, mga ganon.
So every time they meet to see you, they always sing for you. Is
Mm-mm.
that what it
Kasi marami
is?
kami. So they needed a
Yeah.
place like a hall. Ano pa mo?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So let's see another video. When you were, I think the video that I'm so fascinated about is when you were inside a cave where the
Mm.
slaves were. No, that
Mm.
one. If I'm not mistaken, President Obama and the First Lady actually visited that. I think they showed that one time in
Oh, they did?
CNN.
I
Yeah,
okay. That
CNN,
is
and
interesting.
it was heartbreaking. I mean, my God. And they showed the beach where the ship when they were picking up the slaves and stuff like that, and the his history of it. And I know it was really. What did you feel when you went in the cave, Di?
Oh God. Um you cannot help na you would really, it's a very sad and dark time, na somebody can actually, like you said earlier, somebody can do that to you, like even with in the river. It's such a sacred place kasi a lot of people suffered, and their lives were taken away from them, their rights, their dignity. They were separated from their families. Once they were brought there, they never went back to their families, you know um so you can just imagine na, think about that. Just put, even if you didn't experience it, kahit hindi mo siya na-experience, isipin mo lang na mawalay ka
Mhm.
sa anak mo, isipin mo lang na ihiwalay ka sa mga mahal mo sa buhay.
Yeah.
It's unimaginable, na
Yes.
yung nirip ka sa pagkatao mo, yung parang
Yeah.
y- parang you were not treated like human. You were treated like
Yeah.
worse than
The
a material
animals,
thing.
really. Or
Kasi
you're
yung
treated like
material,
animals. Period.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We even take care of our dogs. We even,
Uh-huh.
embrace our dogs. Parang mamatay-matay na tayo pag namatayan tayo ng aso,
Yeah.
or a material thing na we consider valuable, whatever
Uh-huh.
sentimental value. So imagine mo tao yun,
Yeah.
So imagine mo.
Let's see if we can see the video that we were talking about. See if we can. Uh, oh, okay. So I think there was a technical difficulty on the video. So
Mm.
yeah. So so what we can do is just talk about it, and well, it's something that we really don't need to see. Actually, it's just the imagination of you that you were there. And as you when we talked about it, you mentioned that you can still smell it. You can
Well,
still.
I will try my very best to make a description kasi I was there. So a slave dungeon, kaya tinawag na
Mhm.
dungeon because it's underground. It's almost
Mhm.
like being in a tunnel.
Yes.
So parang ngayon nakaapak tayo sa lupa na ating
Uh-huh.
tinatayuan. Tapos merong
Yeah.
underground. That was a slave dungeon. So
Wow.
talagang ginawa nila ng slave dungeon yun. And then, the slave dungeon, ang bintana niya, they made it, they built it in a way na talagang there was no way for you to be able to escape. And then talagang sisirain ang ano mo, ang spirit mo. Like
Yeah.
you will, parang you will just,
You just kind of lost. You just
you,
don't
you
have you
parang
don't even
you'll just give up, and
yes, that's basically
I'm pretty sure na marami sa kanila nasiraan ng bait, marami sa
yes.
kanila yung nag-snap
They
because
went crazy, yeah.
a slave dungeon, no, parang hinati-hati nila, and the ceiling is very high. Tapos yung bintana ganito lang kaliit ang
The
bintana.
window, yeah.
Yeah. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Nandun ka sa ilalim nung
And
kasi it's being made as a historical ano na ngayon, educational,
yes,
parang for people to tour and learn and all that, from
yes,
schools, from
yes. And you
um
did mention there were like thousands of people in one cave
no, not,
or
well, maybe a total of thousands, pero in one section of the dungeon, na parang cave, para talagang kuweba ang dating.
yes, yeah, it is a cave.
Ah, para siyang one bedroom. Isipin mo yung
Yeah.
apartment na one bedroom, ganun, no? And then it's looking like a cave, 200 katao.
Oh
So
wow.
ano ibig sabihin nun pag 200? So hindi na kayo pwedeng
And they're
humiga.
all shuffled, right? And they were all
Nakatayo kayo.
shuffled.
Yes. Nakatayo kayo. And then walang ilaw, it's dark.
It's yeah, no
So
lighting and
imaginein mo
no sounding.
parang yung pag nawalan ka ng ilaw sa bahay, ganun ang dating. Kaya lang for educational purposes, syempre nilagyan na nila ng kuryente kasi kung hindi kami magkikitaan doon,
Mhm.
So pero pinatay nila yon nung nandun na kami sa loob, pinatay nila yon so we will feel. And this was the original dungeon, mind you. Tapos, syempre, dahil sa katagalan na, yung parang pinaka lupa niya, inano nila,
Mhm.
dinevelop nila ng konti, pero merong section doon na hindi nila ginalaw. There was a section there na it was still mud. And so what does that mean? Doon na sila umihi, doon na sila tumae.
Oh my God.
So you can just imagine yung amoy na naghalo-halo na. And then when they were made to pagka pinapakain sila sa kamay, wala silang pinggan.
Mm.
So pag nirarasyonan sila ng pagkain sa kamay. So
My God.
ay nagiiyakan kami doon. Kasi hindi namin ma-imagine yung mabuti pa pinatay ka na lang eh. Mabuti
Mhm.
pa yung pinatay ka na lang, but they won't even kill you because they wanna use you. They wanna sell you and use you.
My
So
God.
that was horrific. It was horrific. Tapos hiniwalay nila yung babae, lalaki. Tapos yung mga babae, yung mga nakapagdala ng mga anak na sinama
Mhm.
kasama sa mga babae dahil sila um
So all the
ang
mothers, all the women are in one cave, and then all the male in one cave.
mhm. Tapos yung mga lumalaban, siguro yung mga, yung mga medyo malalakas ang loob,
Mhm.
hiniwalay din nila yon parang nilagay nila sa, ano ba yung pag nakakulong ka na if you, parang yung solitary confinement ba yun? Ano bang tawag doon pagka
Yes.
nakulong ka and you
Yeah.
did something? Ganun ang ginawa nila para hindi maka-influence sa ibang nandoon na magrevolusyon tayo o it was horrific,
I
parang
know it's just I'm starting to get a headache. The fact is, I'm just trying to, not to imagine, but it's just all the. And then I know we've seen this on videos and in movies. Trying to do a reenactment of what happened. But when you get to the place where it really happened, I mean, it's just the imagination that I mean, just to see what the people went through, the children, the women, the men, everybody. I mean, it's
it's
just.
sad.
So I
It's
don't know if I can ever even
it's
go to the
sad.
cave
It's
and
dark.
make it, because it's just. I mean, watching the TV, watching the movies alone, the reenactment and all, it's really heartbreaking. I mean, compared to you really see the reality of it, and then you still see that some of the stuff that, as you said, the dirt are still there. They never touched some parts.
Hindi, for that purpose,
So,
para ma-feel mo yung
yeah, so
talagang,
you can feel
you
it.
know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
and that's why, like the African American or the black people here, that say you're African American, you're a black person, whatever it is, whatever you want to be called, we're all, you know, originally from Africa. Basically, our ancestors are all from Africa. Even in
Mhm.
the Philippines, the Aitas, the Aitas are from Africa, and migrated to Australia and then end up in the Philippines. So all of us have a little touch of African descent,
Mhm.
African heritage,
Mhm.
and it's just so sad how discrimination is still exists. The
Mhm.
racism is still exists.
Mhm.
I don't understand these things. I mean, we talk about religion and there's Christianity, and they always say, "Oh, yeah, we're all God's children," but outside the church, everybody treats everybody like like
Well, there's a
crazy.
solution. There's a solution to that, and the
Yes.
solution to that is find out the truth, educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things, a lot of, especially the young ones, they need to
Mm-hmm.
know that, so they will
Yes.
understand uh what really happened, and it will tell you
Mm-hmm.
who you are. Like I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
you don't let anybody tell your story. You tell your
Yes.
story. Nobody
That's right.
will tell your story, even in
Mm-hmm.
even your individual self,
Mm-hmm.
katao mo, you don't let nobody tell who you are. You tell them who you are.
Yes.
how do you tell them who you are, like sa mga younger ones that's here,
Mhm.
and that did not have access to that,
Mhm.
or because dito nga at one point, or
Mhm.
even up to now, they still are somewhat controlling that. They don't
Yes.
want, the people that needs to know, especially.
Yes.
So how can you tell your
Yeah.
story when you don't know who you are?
Yes, it's true.
So
It's true.
maniniwala ka
That's
na lang
why.
din kung anong sasabihin sa'yo. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
have to really seek it. You really have, I don't care kung anong kultura ka pa. And then
Mhm.
after you get to know who you are, you get to know the other races as well. Because
Mhm.
the Africans believe na at the end of the day, we are all related, whether you
Yes.
like it or not. Because of the
Yes.
the trading that they did long time
Yes.
ago.
Mhm.
You know, we are
And
all
somewhere
related.
down the line, we're all connected
Yes,
to one
yes.
it to each other, and that's why I want to talk about it. That's why I asked you to talk about it, because a lot of us Filipinos, especially us with a black, heritage, it's just it's hard for us to explain to them that there should be no discrimination. A lot of Filipinos have a little touch of a black side of them, but some people, of course, they accept it. And the thing that really triggered me is when some Filipinos will say, "I don't believe that there's slavery." Now that really
Mm,
kind of like kicked me.
mm,
I was like, "Are you gotta be kidding me?"
mm.
That's why I want this segment for them, to those people who still deny, who still don't understand, who maybe so the ignorance about it. That's all I could say. It's
That,
the ignorance
that's
about it.
that's what I was.
And that's
What
why for
okay.
you to show some of these pictures, the videos, and everything. I mean,
Mhm,
President Obama already showed it, and that's worldwide. But it's still in the back of the mind of some people and understand, believe it, and I, we touch someone or we change someone's view and someone's ignorance, that to open up their minds and said this is reality and what the black people have to go through in to be in this country, the
mhm,
struggle, the pain, not just in the US, but uh, all over the world, because black people all over the world, period. There's
mm,
nothing here in this world that there is no black people that touch, even
mm.
in China
Well,
or
and and
Japan,
and 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 why
where
is
it
that?
is,
Why is that?
but
Because of the
and I just
trade.
and I just want to thank you for your day. I just want to thank you the
Oh, you're
educational,
welcome, Day. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the educational part, and for you to share the videos, the pictures, and for the last something you want to say for our younger generation or African American or Black people in this
Mm-hmm.
country, being a Filipina. Would
Mm-hmm.
you like to say the last word or something?
Well, like you said, uh, why is it that there's a lot of, in every uh, culture, or in every race, or and wherever they are, there's blackness there, because we were traded and we were
Mm-hmm.
sent to different places. That's why. That's one of the reasons. That's why you not not accepting or not understanding stems from being ignorant. Why are
Mm-hmm.
you ignorant? Because you're not educated. So you educate yourself. Why do we go to school? Why do we let our children go to school? So they will learn. So they won't
Mm-hmm.
be ignorant. Para alam nila kung anong difference ng yellow at red, at ano,
Mm-hmm.
bakit may gray, may ganito. Why is that? Why is it different? It's nothing different, you know? And then to make another point, um like I will keep saying, nobody should tell your story. You tell your story. But how can you tell your story if you don't know your story? So
Yes.
seek it.
Yes.
Go, and if you have to travel, go travel and see it, because it
Yes.
has it's a different feeling when you know who you are. It gives
Mhm.
you that self-esteem. It gives you that
Mhm.
self-worth. Kung
Mhm.
kilala mo kung sino ka, you know? And there's always gonna be people na ayaw maniwala. Wala,
Yes.
we don't give up because we
Yep.
can't we can't
Yeah.
force people who wants to play dumb. Na kahit
Yeah.
nakikita na nilang yellow, sasabihin nila pula. Anong gagawin
Yeah.
mo doon? So minsan
Yeah.
hindi minsan kailangan din ng prayers. We have to
Yes.
pray for them
Thank you.
too.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Would you like to say shout out to anyone out there who's watching us and
Oh boy.
saying you're ready to go to the Philippines before the end
Yes,
of
I
this
am.
year?
That's
Beginning of
another
next year.
culture that I wanna also understand more. Because we
Yes.
also have our own story.
Yes.
We were invaded, by,
Mhm.
or is that a heavy word? We
Mhm.
were under the ruling of the Spaniards for how many of hundreds of years, and then there's
Mhm.
the Japanese. Come on now. So this is something na parang bago, naninibago tayo. So
Uh-huh.
hindi tayo maniniwala na we were captured by, or we were
Yes.
ruled by the Spaniards for that long. So um for me, it's not only for the younger ones, but more so for the younger ones, but even the
Mhm.
older ones too. For as long as you're still breathing, just learn who you are, and educate yourself.
Okay.
Don't deprive yourself of knowing and having the knowledge. No, you don't deprive yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Di. Thank you so much again for shining the truth, shining the light of everyone who's still thinking about that it's not real. And thank you for all the videos and this, as I said, about the pictures and all that. And I wish you bon voyage when you go to the Philippines. And
Thank you,
we're
Dai.
gonna
Thank you,
see each
thank you.
other before you go.
We
We're
will.
gonna hang out
Basin
before
gani
you go.
mag-uban ta. I might even take you with me. Who knows? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You might, yeah, we might see each other. You never know, right? So thank you, and
You're welcome,
God
Dai.
bless
My
you.
pleasure. My honor and my pleasure. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, thank you, Day, and for taking the time, even though you're under the weather, and hope you feel better,
Thank
and
you.
hope to
Thank
see you,
you.
as I said, before the end of this year, before you go to the Philippines.
Oh,
All
most
right?
definitely, Inday. We need to see each other. We need to. And
Yeah.
sana may napulot sila. Marami akong tinake na pictures and videos. There's a lot to
Yes.
share. Parang kulang yung time, but it's a good start. It's a good
Yes. So
start,
put it
you
all
know?
together. Next time when we see each other, we're gonna put everything together,
Sure.
and
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, and
Yes,
then we
Day.
do
And
this.
hindi
We're
lang sa
gonna do this. The
Hindi lang sa
warrior.
Africans. Let's do it sa Philippines. Then ikaw, you have
Yes.
a platform. Use it. I'm so proud of you
Yes.
today. Proud din ako
Oh,
sa
thank
iyo kasi
you.
you're using your platform to not for continuing the learning and the knowledge and the
Yes.
information. That's very important. Napaka-importante niyan.
So I
So
just ate. So
keep
did you
up the
see
good
something
work,
on my
Day.
teeth?
Ano man ang mga ngipon day? Saan naman ang mga ngipon? Magani kay puti atong ngipon. Sao naman lang og nanlagom. Uy, pero buyag. Mapakitay tag ngipon.
So we
Kaya
end
na
up with a
gani
happy
kay
note. Always a happy note. So
oh,
yes, we're gonna do a happy note, and thank you again, and I love you, and be safe. And as I
thank
said, I
you.
hope to see you before you go. God bless you, Day.
You
Okay,
too, back at
see you
you, Day.
soon.
All the blessings and the success. You are one person that deserves it. Keep doing
Oh,
what you're doing, and at
thank
yung
you.
producer nyo and all that comprises the PHLV radio. More power to you guys.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye. God
Bye
bless.
bye. Bye bye.
Sense
Hi. Well, I hope you enjoyed our show today, tonight, or whatever, wherever you are. Thank you so much for, you know, my girl, my beautiful sister, Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much for sharing and educating us. And hope to stay said before you go. And I just want to thank PHLV Radio, Viva Las Vegas, um, team led by Johan Saisen. And I just want to thank all of you, my online family and friends, for being with me every Wednesday. I know it's kind of late, but you can always check us, subscribe, share, wherever you are. And then give me some notes, what kind of topic you want me to share with you. All right. So again, I love you guys. Love, peace, and joy. Take care. God bless you all. Bye.
Po, si Orlino de la Cruz ay kapitan po ng Patal Pinto sa Pinatubo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Aita Tribe Foundation. Nagpapasalamat po ako uli sa mga bigay nyo po. Dito po ay lumiwanag na po ang namin po, community namin po. Naulit ko lang po, nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo po. Ito po. Ay, mas pasalamat kami po sa nagtutulong sa amin po sa Aita Foundation po. Ngayon lang po kami ng ilaw na maliwanag po dito sa Patal Pinto po.